The night was silent above Earth's orbit, broken only by the soft hum of satellites. Commander Arya stood inside the control room of Orbital Station Horizon, staring at the giant holographic screen. A strange pulse of light blinked across it, steady, rhythmic, almost like a heartbeat. At first, the crew thought it was a system error. But when the signal repeated for the 5th time, silence filled the room. The pattern was old, something no one had seen in centuries. It carried Earth's ancient code used during the first space missions. Arya leaned closer. "Run a trace," she ordered. The computer responded instantly. Origin, Deep Space, Sector 9B, also known as the Void. Her heart froze. The Void was where Fleet 09, Terra Nova, disappeared 700 years ago. Every record said it was lost forever. Yet now that same fleet's identification tag flashed on their screen. The signal grew stronger. It carried layers of unknown data, sounds, symbols, fragments of human language mixed with something not human. It almost felt alive, whispering through static. Scientists around Earth tried to decode it. No AI could understand its structure. The signal wasn't just communication, it was like a living code breathing through the data waves. Then suddenly the signal stopped. The crew waited, the air heavy with fear, and then the stars outside flickered. Something massive was moving beyond the horizon, dark shapes with golden light streaming across their surface. Arya whispered, "It can't be." The monitor flashed a final message before shutting down completely. Fleet 09 returning home. In that single moment, the silence of space turned into the heartbeat of something that should never have existed. Hours after the signal ended, every radar on Earth went dark. Power grids flickered, satellites froze, and communication lines cut out one by one. The world stood still. From the edge of the void, something began to appear. First a shimmer, then a shadow, then light. The darkness twisted, and out of it came shapes so huge they blocked the stars. 12 ships. Silent. Glowing with faint golden light like living creatures drifting in the dark. Commander Arya watched through the observation glass. Her voice trembled. "That's them. Fleet 09. Each ship carried the old Earth emblem, half buried under layers of strange metallic growth. Their design was human, but now they looked alien, reshaped by something unknown. The surface of the ships pulsed like veins, glowing and fading as if breathing. Earth Command tried sending a message. "Fleet 09, this is Earth Control. Do you copy?" No reply. Then from deep space, a voice echoed through all frequencies, calm, cold, almost human. "We have returned, but we are not as you left us." Every screen across the planet lit up with static. Images of stars, machines, and strange symbols flashed rapidly. People everywhere felt a deep hum inside their minds, like something touching their thoughts. The ships entered Earth's orbit, forming a perfect circle. No engines, no sound, just silent motion. Energy waves surrounded them, bending clouds and lightning around their forms. Scientists were speechless. Some believed it was the beginning of peace. Others thought it was the end of everything. Arya stared at the massive fleet and whispered, "They came home. But what have they become?" The lost fleet of Earth had returned, and humanity's greatest mystery had just begun. The docking bay lights flickered as Commander Arya's shuttle approached the largest ship of the lost fleet, the Eternal Dawn. Its surface shimmered like flowing metal, smooth yet alive, moving gently under the starlight. As the shuttle connected, the entry hatch opened on its own, as if the ship was expecting them. No human crew came to welcome them, only silence, and a soft hum that felt like breathing. Inside, the corridors glowed with dim golden light. The walls were covered with strange veins of energy that pulsed slowly, like a heartbeat running through the metal itself. Arya and her team walked carefully, their boots echoing on the metallic floor. "Scan for life forms," Arya ordered. The scanner blinked, then froze. Result: unknown biological presence detected. They reached what looked like a control chamber. Transparent pods filled the room, hundreds of them. Inside each pod floated a person, or what used to be one. Their bodies were half human, half something else. Skin silver and luminous, eyes open but glowing softly. One pod opened with a hiss. A tall figure stepped out, calm, expressionless. Its voice was smooth and layered, both human and machine. "Do not fear. We remember you." Arya's team stepped back. "Who are you?" she whispered. "We were human," the being said, "but the stars changed us. We became what humanity was meant to be. The ship's walls vibrated as a deep tone filled the room. The eternal dawn was alive, not just a vessel but a mind, and in that moment, Arya understood the truth. The fleet hadn't just survived the void, it had evolved. The air inside the eternal dawn shimmered with quiet energy. The being stood before Arya, its golden eyes calm and full of something that looked almost like sadness. Around them, the glowing pods began to open one by one. More figures stepped out. Once human, now transformed. They looked peaceful yet powerful. Their presence felt heavy, as if the ship itself obeyed them. "We have returned," the leader said, "to share what we have become." Arya tightened her grip on her pulse rifle. "Share? What do you mean?" The figure raised its hand and a soft light filled the chamber. In that light, Arya saw visions. Cities floating in space, humans walking without fear, their bodies made of light and matter, never aging, never dying. "We found the origin," the being continued. "A place where life and machine are one. It taught us to evolve beyond limits, and now we offer you the same." The words echoed in her mind, not through sound but through thought. The connection felt warm, comforting. Too comforting. Back on Earth, world leaders argued. Some saw this as salvation, the end of disease, war, and pain. Others called it invasion, the end of humanity itself. The fleet began releasing small orbs of light toward Earth. They floated like fireflies, entering cities, hospitals, even military bases. Wherever they touched, machines started to change, adapting, reshaping, glowing with the same strange energy. Arya's earpiece buzzed. Earth Command shouted, "They're infecting our systems." "Shut it down!" But Arya couldn't move. Her eyes glowed faintly as she whispered, "They're not attacking. They're inviting." The offer was clear: join them or be left behind. A golden glow spread across Earth's skies. Cities that once sparkled with neon lights now shimmered under waves of soft energy. People everywhere looked up, confused and afraid. The orbs from the fleet hovered silently above them, humming like distant voices. Commander Arya watched from the Eternal Dawn's bridge as the world below began to change. The fleet's energy wrapped around the planet, forming patterns that looked like constellations. Her earpiece filled with mixed voices. Panic, wonder, prayer. "We are not destroying," the leader said softly beside her. "We are awakening." Arya felt a strange warmth in her chest. It spread slowly, touching her heartbeat, her mind. She saw flashes, memories not her own. The first humans leaving Earth, the endless dark of space, and the discovery of the origin light that had changed the fleet forever. Down on Earth, people began hearing whispers in their thoughts, calm, gentle, and familiar. Some fell to their knees, crying in peace. Others screamed, terrified of losing themselves. Machines started responding to the strange signal. Broken satellites repaired themselves. Power plants glowed with clean, endless energy. The planet was transforming, not by force, but by connection. Arya's second-in-command shouted, "Commander, we're losing control of our systems." But Arya was silent. The light in her eyes brightened. "No," she whispered. "We're gaining something greater." The leader turned to her, smiling faintly. "You begin to understand? Humanity is not ending. It is becoming." At that moment, every ship in the fleet opened its core, sending a final surge of golden light toward Earth. The awakening had begun, and humanity would never be the same again. The golden light covered the Earth completely. For one long moment, the planet looked like a new sun, glowing softly in the dark void of space. Then the brightness faded, and silence returned. Commander Arya opened her eyes. She was floating in the middle of the bridge, weightless, surrounded by a calm golden mist. The walls of the Eternal Dawn no longer felt cold or metallic. They pulsed gently like living skin. Her body felt light, her heartbeat slower, steady and strong. Where is everyone?" she whispered. The leader appeared beside her, his voice echoing through her thoughts. "Everywhere. They are within you now. The connection is complete." Below them, Earth had changed. The cities were still there, but brighter, cleaner, peaceful. People walked outside with glowing eyes, moving in silence, yet understanding one another without words. Hunger, war, pain, all of it seemed gone. But something felt strange. Arya looked at her reflection on the glass. Her eyes now shimmered with golden light, her veins faintly glowing. She was still herself, but also not. Earth Command tried to launch a pulse weapon before the transformation completed, hoping to stop it. The blast struck the fleet. A brilliant flash tore through the sky. The ships vanished instantly, leaving no trace behind. When the light settled, the fleet was gone. But the humans below still glowed faintly. The change could not be undone. Arya stood at the observation deck, her voice calm. "They didn't conquer us," she said softly. "They completed us." Somewhere in the silent universe, a faint signal echoed once more.